Hey there, friends. I hope you're doing really good. It's Woden's Day. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm loading I'm loading paint onto spreaders, and I don't think I've showed you guys how I do this. It's not like something wham bam thank you ma'am, something new and different, but this is just like the way that I do it. I love to alter cards, and now we do have a lot of Christmas cards that we can maybe work with. The first thing I do, y'all, is paint it, and I think the painting of it is what really makes the card kind of pop and kind of have that wow factor to it. And then I do some collage on the front. So I thought we would do a couple of these, and I'll just show you how I do it. I'm sure there are a lot of different techniques to loading paint onto a spreader. I also really like to load paint onto a spreader and paint, really big pieces of paper. If you guys follow me, you know that I'm on a no-buy challenge for the foreseeable future. That doesn't include food, we're buying food, but it does include art supplies. So just kind of using what you have, and there's a huge value in that, isn't there? So what I do now, I like this artist acrylic heavy body paint from Daler Rowney. My friend gave this to me, and she gave it to me, I don't know, like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. The paint is still in great shape. I've only had one tube dry up, and I just think that's kind of remarkable. There are a couple ways to do this. You can just swipe what you have here. You can kind of fold it out and swipe on the front and the back. I just kind of like to swipe on the front. The fun part is, y'all, if you have something with like a little gold blingy gold leaf kind of thing going on, it's really fun to allow that gold, that metallic, to just pop through. So, here's what I have. And I just take it and squash it down. And squash it down. And squash it down. You can already kind of see the metallic peeping through. To finish up the corner, I kind of take it like this. And then I might do that. So you're getting all kinds of like juicy textures here. Interesting images that are below the paint, which I always love. And it's fun to make this into like a, maybe a start project in the morning, just because they do take a long time to draw. So I've left that pop of metallic right here. I'm going to set this to the side. Let's do another one. By now I have polluted my paint, okay? But that's okay, because it's fun to start out with with loading the paint on one way, and then the colors combine and you get different colors and it looks super neat. I'm kind of running out. I like to pop the card onto the surface because you're getting a lot of juicy texture there, which is really fun. I'm just gonna finish this one off here. Credit cards are just really fun to work with for me. I find it a little difficult to hang on to a paintbrush of late. You can see what do they call that? Striations. See that up there? It's actually making marks, just popping it with the card. Okay, let's do one more, and then I'll show you some that I have ready to roll over here. so I can decorate them. And then we'll decorate one together. I'm going to reload my credit card here. That's a funny thought. All right, now here we go. This had a Star of Bethlehem on it, and so I thought, you know, maybe that might be a fun, kind of a fun element to sort of peek through. But you can't make it like really purposeful, you know? It has to be that, you know, that wonderful hidden quality of something going on a page. Took all that off to reveal the gold. I'm going to turn the card over and just kind of pop this like that. And you really are chunking up that paint, but that texture is so enticing, so fun to work with. All right, we're going to set those to the side. I'm going to set this to the side, but I really need to get the paint off here. I'm going to grab a text page. Let this be fun. Make that your mantra. I'm going to approach this art project and have fun with it. Don't be rigid. Be very loose and have a free time with it. That really made that look super neat. Okay, so we'll put this over here. I need to get my fingers clean. And we'll put, you know, maybe I'll just put this right here to work upon while we finish decorating our altered Christmas cards. I'm finishing up the cards with a box of just things I've clipped out of magazines, and I did have an art textbook that I thought was really cool. So we're just going to start putting things on here and we'll see what happens. Also, on the inside of the card, you're going to have a greeting. You can de-greet that by just putting a piece of paper over it. I may even do that because this would fit really well. I think I'll do that. So we have de-greeted the card. I was reprimanded for using the word de-greet. Like my English was egregious. It's like, but Jenny Belly says it. Even Jenny Belly says it. It's okie dokie. I'm going to de-greet the greeting cards. Put this here. I feel like I need kind of maybe a longish piece. For a lot of these images, I just cut things apart. I cut the actual art illustrations apart. And that works really well. It, you know, you're kind of, you guys know that I'm fond of just disrupting images. And when I say I disrupt an image, I turn the image into something different. You cannot tell what the image started off as, you know? It's fun to do that. So you're actually altering your altered art. the next thing that I really love to do, y'all, is, and you know, this is a free project. You do your very own thing because you're smart and crafty like that. I like to put an edge around here. And I do it with, you know, my favorite thing in the whole wide world is a Sharpie marker. I'm picking up the edges that were already on the card. So we're just kind of framing the image, you know. And that makes it look, you know, a little more finished if you're into that kind of thing. And for these cards, I really liked it. I like the way they turned out. When we framed the image. Later I'll probably put a word or something up here, but right now I just kind of like to get a couple of these done just to show you how they come together. Okay, so we've got this one. We'll add that to the stack of completed cards. Let's go with, oh, I did want to show this to you. See how cool that came out? Now that's that Star of Bethlehem that was on the original card. And we'll have to decide what we want to put. I like this. These, I'm not selling these cards, all right? So I don't have to worry about, these are personal cards for me to send to my friends and my family. So I'm not concerned about copyright and things like that. Oh, this is super pretty. I think this looks like a Paul Klee, actually. So I'm just gonna, you can see that it was a whole illustration. I don't want to cover that up. So, see how cool and abstract that looks. That looks really fun and neat. I'm just going through the box to see what I can find. That's cool. I like that. That's gonna work because that's the brambly, branchy kind of thing that we have going on here. And there we go. You know, and like I said, I'll come back in and put words on these cards. And we'll review the ones that I put words on as we finish up for today. What are you guys doing? I'm painting a lot. I'm putting together some books. Still using what I have to carry on with art. And there we go. That turned out really nicely. Let's set that. Okay, so we did this one. We did this one. You do have to be, see how this kind of popped up right here? Because of all the texture that you have going on here, you might have to, you may even want to use some Eileen's tacky glue to really adhere that image to the paint. I really like the way that this one turned out. I thought that was, it's just a collage. This one turned out well. Between Friends. And this, of course, was my favorite. Big Salvador Dali fan. So, and my son is a big Salvador Dali fan, so he'll probably get this one. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I hope this just kind of gave you some ideas about transforming your Christmas cards into art cards. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.